The Mandalorian. 5 cool facts about the Disney Plus series. The future is TV. So they say. And Disney couldn't be more excited to announce its upcoming small screen offering, supposed to be an exclusive for its yet-to-be-launched streaming service, the Disney Plus. Titled The Mandalorian, it is yet to be known if the show will be binge-ready like most of Netflix's original shows, or if it will come out on a scheduled basis. Regardless, here are 5 cool facts that everyone should know about this brand new Star Wars series. Number 5. The show and its people. During the D23 Expo this August, Disney released the first trailer for The Mandalorian along with additional information, which offers a sumptuous glimpse on what the show will be about. As revealed, The Mandalorian is an 8-part live-action series based on the ever-expanding Star Wars universe. Created, written, and produced by MCU's Jon Favreau, the show features the acts of Pedro Pascal as the titular character, who is a bounty hunter, Gina Carano as the ex-rebel fighter named Cara Dune, Carl Weathers as a bounty hunter guild leader, Giancarlo Esposito as one of the Empire loyalists, and many others. Behind the camera, Marvel and Disney's veteran directors like Dave Filoni, of Star Wars The Clone Wars fame, Deborah Chow, Jessica Jones, and Taika Waititi, Thor Ragnarok, will be directing the different episodes of The Mandalorian. Number 4. An interesting point in time. The event that takes place in The Mandalorian begins half a decade after what transpired from 1983's Return of the Jedi. In an interview, Favreau revealed that it has been a nagging thought in his head about what follows after the Alliance successfully brought the Empire down to its knees. The revolution was successful, but then what happens? The Iron Man actor said during the Star Wars celebration this April. The show reveals that the death of the Emperor and the destruction of the second Death Star failed to put an end to the conflict between the Alliance and the Empire. It turns out that there are still several governors and leaders who remained loyal to the Empire's cause, thereby maintaining their respective holds on various star systems. Meanwhile, the Alliance is still starting on its campaign to establish a new republic throughout the galaxy. Considering this situation, it's expected for many communities to still remain under imperial influence and oppression. An example of which is Esposito's character, which can be seen in the trailer ordering his men to fire on some group of villagers. Number 3. It all begins with a bounty. Although it's still quite unclear how things will play out in the series, the available information somehow laid out some ample details about the Mandalorian. As revealed, the series begins with the Mandalorian having a run-in with Karga, who in turn directs him to see a client, an imperial dignitary. The masked bounty hunter learns a few details about the bounty which, as instructed, should be brought in alive. Although the client is willing to pay, albeit a reduced amount, of fee to a dead target. During an interview, Pascal talks about his character, saying that not much has been known about the Mandalorian, a mysterious lone gunfighter in the outer reaches of the galaxy. Some would say he has questionable moral character, the Game of Thrones actor added. Favreau, meanwhile, emphasized that the Mandalorian will remain faithful to the tradition of Star Wars storytelling, which means that the audience might find themselves traveling in different worlds along with the bounty hunter. Number 2. Familiar faces. Considering the fact that Filoni is part of the project as installment director, some thought that the Helmer might bring in some of his beloved characters from Clone Wars or Rebels. Apparently, this is hardly the case at all. According to Favreau, it's all new characters and different planets. This clearly suggests that the producer is keen on creating a fresh sector in the vast Star Wars galaxy. This could also mean that major Star Wars figures like Luke Skywalker, played by Mark Hamill, or Leia Organa, played by the late Carrie Fisher, aren't likely to appear or take part in the action happening in this particular slice of the universe. It is, however, heard through the grapevine that Star Wars Rebel mainstays like Hera Syndulla, voice acted by Vanessa Marshall, might appear in its live-action counterpart. Other characters like the notorious bounty hunter droid IG-88 are also rumored to take part in the show, probably as the Mandalorian's robot sidekick. And number 1. 4th time's a charm. Although the original programming has yet to debut, many believe that The Mandalorian could be one of Disney's most important chips to play in its bid to dominate television. Sure enough, things are kinda looking well, not only for the House of Mouse, but for Lucasfilms as well. Long before The Mandalorian, there were some attempts from the part of Lucasfilms to extend the Star Wars brand to the smaller screens. For example, in 1978, the Star Wars Holiday Special flopped big time, so much so that George Lucas wanted the project to be forgotten. Lucas tried again in the 1980s with 2 TV movies featuring the Ewoks from Return of the Jedi. Both went to the dumps. In the early 2000s, Lucas proposed a 100-episode Star Wars series which he planned to write and film in its entirety before releasing on air. This didn't go too well, financially speaking. With Disney taking the reins of the mega-popular franchise, the fans could only hope for the best. The Mandalorian premieres on November 12, 2019 on Disney+. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.